Hey, so how about maybe here? Next video I planned on uploading to my YouTube channel. I planned on having some goddamn script ready. I had a lot of things I wanted to talk about. I was ready to talk about them. I had a whole thing planned, and then they released these huge. Behavior released this huge roadmap of quality of life changes that are coming to the game. So I don't really feel like writing a script for this would be the right thing to do here. I feel like just give you my mind right away. Anyway, so I'm just gonna read down this Reddit post they have here. Dead by Daylight will be undergoing a substantial quality of life initiative, which should address many long-standing concerns and frustration our players have been experiencing. I love this. I tweeted at the devs in 2023 over and over again, saying that they need to add quality of life stuff to the game. This will take place over the course of 2 phases. The first from April to June, and the second to July to December. Roadmap below. First thing, there's a surrender state. The team has been working on a surrender feature which should limit player frustration on both sides. To get it right, we first need to identify the situations where excuse me, where its use would be most appropriate, leading us to 2 scenarios. All remaining survivors have been slugged. Survivor, which I guess means the survivors would vote on whether or not they can give up, and all remaining survivors are bots, killer, which I don't know why. I'm assuming that it would just be an automatic win for the killer then, because I don't know why they would have the killer surrender if all the survivors have DC'd. You might, if like when all the survivors DC, I'd probably still play that game out because I want the blood points. But I'm glad that that option is gone. Sorry, that option is here now. The option to, just end the game fast. Everybody's gone, basically. Gamma adjustments. Dead by Daylight can get a little dark, not just thematically, and sometimes excessive darkness can hinder playability. We're introducing the ability to adjust gamma settings on all platforms, allowing you to find a sweet spot without sacrificing the intended artistic direction. That's good, because PC players have been able to use filters and stuff like that, and they have better gamma filters in general. But gamma settings. Console, I am able to adjust the brightness of my TV to 5 different settings personally. Other than that, I have nothing. I can't adjust my gamma, so I'm really glad this is happening. Go next prevention, finally. I hate go next. The go next expression refers to instances where a survivor deliberately does everything in their power to quickly go to their next game, including walking up to the killer and standing still, running to a hook and repeatedly pointing at it, or most commonly, intentionally failing skill checks while on the hook. To de-incentivize and properly penalize this behavior, we'll be implementing measures that will help us identify when a player is attempting to go next. Once identified, they'll receive a disconnection penalty point and lose an entire grade. We'll be keeping a close eye on the system to ensure its accuracy, but we're confident that this will help alleviate the issue. On the other hand, we'd like to reward players who stick it out through those challenging matches, even when things take a dire turn. We'll be moving forward with a new emblem-based multiplier that grants additional blood points during your following match, with the bonus stacking over consecutive trials, which I am so fucking happy for. Oh, more, like, anything that the devs can do to give us more blood points, I love. Okay. I don't like that completely because some players will have to go AFK as well, and they might just die on hook. And still, people are going to kill themselves on hook if they have a small DC penalty, so what's the point? I still think they need to do more. I still think they should remove skill checks on second hook stage, and I think that you should only be able to attempt unhook attempts on your first stage if you're in your last 10 seconds and you get all 3 attempts still. It doesn't decrease the time. I think that would be a good idea. Extreme hiding and body blocking prevention. Extreme hiding refers to survivors drawing out an unwinnable match by ignoring their objective and waiting out the clock. To combat this, we're changing the way AFK crows operate so they can more accurately identify when a player is deliberately avoiding engagement with their gameplay objective. Once a player receives a crow, their location will be immediately revealed to the killer. I like that. I really like that. Also incorporating that allows players to lose collision after receiving a third AFK crow. Oh my god, thank you, which should prevent instances of body block related griefing. Only problem with that is that it's so small, but like I will have survivors send me to Dead Dog Saloon. Like this happened once. A Nancy sent me to Dead Dog Saloon with Boil Over and the only way I was able to kill her was by body blocking her in a corner that she accidentally got stuck in. Like, but that's not really a problem that is too prevalent. And second of all, it's not a reason to not add this. They just should fucking change Boil Over. Make it a perk that actually does something 99% of the time. You know? Map offerings. We recognize that map offerings are a bit divisive. Blah, blah, blah. Moving forward, map offerings will no longer guarantee the appearance of a given map, but rather increase its chances by 20%. It'll actually do what the description says. Because even though it says it greatly increases the chances, I guess it's technically not wrong. Because if a map offering is used, it makes it so you go to that map 100%. Map offerings don't stack, meaning that, well, I'm pretty sure 4 map offerings would still cancel out a sack ward. Yeah. So, yeah. Behavior really made that brown hand Band-Aid fix, and we're going to fix it really soon after, apparently. Yeah. Spawn rules. Survivor spawn placements have a significant impact on a trial's outcome. An observation that has been repeatedly recognized by our community. It's become clear that survivors spawning separately and thereby covering more ground allows them to gain notable advantage in completing their objective. We're changing the default survivor spawn rules to ensure that each survivor will spawn within 12 meters of one another on the same floor if applicable. To accommodate for this change, shroud offerings will be adjusted accordingly. I think you should just... I forget what shroud it is. It's the yellow shroud on survivors. Starts... it's base kit. Because I think that like 2 survivors should spawn. I don't think all 4 survivors should spawn all too close together, because then S tier killers like Blight Nurse and Billy are going to have a field day, being able to interrupt all 4 survivors relatively easily. But maybe I'm overreacting. I think they should have like 2 pairs of survivors. One spawns like on one side of the map, other spawns on the other side of the map, kind of a bit further away from each other. That's just an idea, though. Yeah. Improved AFK bot detection. Players that use AFK bots can be frustrating to have in your trial. This isn't too much of a... They're basically just like... You know when you get a killer that just swings all the time? That's an AFK bot. And people do that in order to not get kicked for being AFK. And so they can farm XP and iridescent shards and shit. I had one... in like my first 2 weeks playing the game. It was a Freddy on RPD. So yeah, overall good. AFK bots are probably not good for the game, even though it doesn't really affect anybody too much. But I'd rather have an actual killer there playing instead of an AFK bot. Bulk blood point spending. To speed up general blood activity, we're adding a button that will allow you to spend blood points in bulk. Thank you. That'll be easy for prestiging people. Quest system. Previously announced last year, the quest system is a part of a larger update onto the archives and rifts, so expect more information in an article specifically dedicated to that. For now, know that we will be reworking the challenge system as well as daily rituals to reduce the grind, make it easier to earn rewards, and increase the overall level of fun. They're reducing the grind a lot in this update. It's like I think it's the 6.1.0 update. It was the... I believe the, where's it, Dread? Mid-chapter patch. I'm not too sure completely, though. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And perk loadouts and preview. Also, I'm really glad they're changing daily rituals, and I hope they change a lot of archive challenges, like sacrifice 4 survivors in the basement in 1 trial is so stupid. I hope they change things like that. Perk loadout and preview. After a successful round of A/B testing, we'll be allowing players to see their own perk loadouts while in the lobby, as well as adding additional perk loadout slots. I hope that means you add additional cosmetic slots as well. I'd love to see my teammates' perk loadouts in lobby. That'd be great. We believe these changes will be an overall benefit to Dead by Daylight's health. Yeah. We'll be back at our anniversary broadcast in May to recap Part 1 and provide a deeper insight to Part 2 of our roadmap. So, yeah, this is coming kind of soon. April is coming up fast. Overall, I think this is going to be very good. A couple few hang-ups that aren't that big a deal in the first place and will probably be changed if need be. So, yeah, I'm glad that Dead by Daylight's stepping up their game with quality of life. And also, I really hope they fix a bunch of the bugs that are in the game. Like, there's been a lot of bugs, and I am not a fan of bugs in my video game. I don't think a lot of people are. Yeah, I think this is a good thing. I am excited to talk about these changes when they finally come out. Yeah. That's about it. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. As always, catch you all on the flip side. Peace!